Hey everyone, today I'm going to work on the sliding door for my 2010 Honda Odyssey. I already fixed the driver's side about 2 months ago. I should have bought both of these. I just got the driver's side, and 2 months later this one is also failing. This is the part. It's only $18. It's a pretty easy fix. It's just a few bolts that hold this on. There is a piece you might have to take off, but it only takes about an hour. And for 18 bucks, I'm going to save myself 400 bucks. Okay, so this is the old part right here. There's actually two pieces. You got to take a pin out. I'll show you how to do that. Now I know from the previous door, it's a problem. The previous door I couldn't even open. This one, it opens, but you can hear it crunk, crunk, crunk. And sometimes it gets stuck. So we're going to fix this. So you can take this piece off by pulling out this light. The driver's side, I didn't do that at all. I just unbolted that. And the door, you're going to have to prop it up. Okay, if you want to take the track off, you have to take out this light. I'm just using a pry tool here. You can use a flathead screwdriver. Try not to drop it on the ground. I think a flathead is better. You'll see inside, there's two Phillips head screws. All right, we'll just take out these two screws. There we go. All right, now that these two screws are out, you have to pull it backwards. You can use a screwdriver. This one came right out, actually. This is what holds it in. So you have to pull it straight back. Now this exposes this nut here. We'll take this nut out next. This is just a 10mm bolt. We'll take that out. Okay, so there's a Phillips screw for that track. It's right here behind this handle. Hey, I did it without losing the screw. So this just, you see these tracks, you just slide it forward and it pops right out. The track where this part is, and there's two bolts right here. I'm simply going to take these bolts out and then I'm going to pull this right off the track. But first I got to prop up the door so that when I take this out, we don't want the door to slide down. There's two 12mm bolts on this bracket. This one's a little tight, so I'm just doing the remainder by hand. Okay, got that one out. All right, so as I take this one off, I gotta hold the door. Okay, so we got the door resting here. And this piece, it just slides right on out. Now you'll see the replacement part we have is this piece. You need to save this. So we have to take this cotter pin out and we have to pop out this pin and attach it to the new part. So let's do that real quick. I'm gonna just use a flathead. Hopefully I won't lose it. Oh, there it goes. So that cotter pin slid out. Do not lose this. This is the box that I use for, that the part came in. I just put the screws and everything in there. All right, now we have to pop out this pin. That's it. Pin is out. Take this piece off. This is the part we need. Okay, so this part, you just slip it on. Make sure the spring is on the inside. Push this pin back in. Now the other side, we had to make sure this is lined up. Okay, now that this pin is through, you want to get this cotter pin back in. Make sure you're in the groove. Okay, pin is in. We got the new piece on. We're gonna slide it back into this track here. And then we gotta get these two screws back in. Now they're not gonna line up, so we're gonna have to hold the door up. doing the inside one first, just so it doesn't get in the way. And I'm just gonna hand tighten this. Okay, that screw is in. Second bolt is pretty much lined up. So the door's essentially on, but you got a chest opening and closing it, because there's a good chance you might have to adjust it. So it doesn't close, right? Okay, so we had to turn the car around because it was too hot in the sun. So it's not fully tight. So the first time we did it, it didn't open properly. And you might run into this. So what I had to do was loosen those bolts up, hold the door up more, and then just do some adjusting. So you'll probably have to hold the door up before you tighten it. I'll tighten those bolts down completely. We'll put that track back on, give it one final test, put the light back together, and we're done. Okay, so for this, you're gonna wanna close this door a bit. And it's gonna go onto these square clips, right? So we'll get the square clips lined up, and then we'll just slide it backwards into these slots, okay? This back one is easy enough with the light off. Just hand tighten that, and we'll get this screw on. We have to open the door. Yeah, this one is a little tricky because you see the screw hole is pretty far back. So I'm just putting the screwdriver in just to make sure it's lined up. And then you have to do sort of a magical balancing act here. Get this in. Don't force it. I gotta loosen it up again and try screwing it in again. There we go. Okay, that screw is tight. Okay, that's it for that. Now we'll pop this light in. You see the pin goes in this hole, and this one goes in this hole. So you just wanna
align them.
Get it, basically aligned. And that's it. We'll put these two screws back in. Yeah, I could use the my cordless, but now this one I'll tighten all the way, and then I'll go back and retighten this one all the way. And that's it. You're done.
Cool.
That's it. So $18. It took about an hour with the filming and adjusting. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe. It really helps. All right, I almost forgot these little caps. It covers up these screws. You see the little tab, that just sticks in there. And then you pop it in. That's it. But, okay, now we're officially done.